Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Nine Sols, where today we've just been victorious over a rather major foe, and then immediately received word that some kind of that's not the button I meant to push. Here we go. That some kind of unusual attempt has been made to penetrate the security at the pavilion. So, let's go back and see if I was being paranoid or if it's time. If it's time for this plot beat. Is it everybody gets kidnapped and I have to get them back time? Oh, looks like maybe not. I'm back. Give me a report. What was that signal you mentioned earlier?
Locate.
Yes, my lord, but I'm still unable to parse out any meaningful content. The random and nonsensical waveforms defy interpretation. It's a Twitch stream. Have you found the source? Yes, I've marked it on your device. It could very well be a trap. Please be careful. World map has been updated. Okay, over in the Cortex Center. Well, I guess let's go have a look. I can't imagine. I don't have any, money on me, do I? Yeah, nothing. Okay, let's just go straight there then. Alright, I'm totally here and I'm focused, I swear. I don't think this looked quite like this last time we were here. I feel like I would have remembered this. I might absolutely be wrong. Who knows? So we're stepping into a giant evening gown. We've entered the virtual/dream space. And Lady Ethereal is just singing to herself, I guess? Lady Ethereal? What kind of name is that? Wow, long time no see. That's right, it's been so long. You must be, who? Are you unhappy? Why the long face? That's really more an oblong face. Hey, don't play games with me. Where is this? What did you do to my mystic nymph? Where is this? Do I know this place? Don't just stand there. Come in for a soak. The water's really nice. I see. This is your trap. That's it. Well, don't test my patience or I'll... Take it easy. There's nothing a warm bath can't solve. Just make yourself at home. Come on in and have a soak first. We can talk later. Well, no luck there. Okay, she's not going to say anything useful. Long time no see. Now, who did you say you were again? You know perfectly well why I'm here. Your seal or your life. You can only keep one. I suggest you surrender while you still can. The Sol seal? The one we received at the coronation ceremony? Oh, I remember it now. It was so very beautiful. If it's beautiful things you're looking for, I've got lots of them here. Take whatever you like. Pretty place, isn't it? The sun shines beautifully off the mountains. The water shimmers with radiance, And we have a big group of friends right here to enjoy it with. I don't see any friends.
Huh?
You mean you don't have any friends you can go see? Well, that's okay. We can all be your friends. Joey, do we have any more of that delicious fish? Put some on the grill for our new friend.
Huh?
Oh, don't be shy. He's a good person. I'm sorry about that. We don't get a lot of guests from outside. These are my pals at the lab. We used to work night and day on our research. We endured so much together. Don't say that, Uncle Cow. It wasn't just me. Everyone played a part in the success of our research. Research. What were we researching again? It was related to that project. Oh, right, and there was Yi. Have you finally come to your senses?
Oh?
Oh? Do you know him too? The guy came dressed in skin-tight clothing every day. If you run into him, make sure to tell him I'm missing him lots. You should ask him to drop by when he's free. Okay, and then just back to singing. Well, obviously I do need my nymph. Mashing the nymph button is not getting a lot accomplished. Okay, that feels pretty significant. Okay, that's not touchable. Okay, I figured out what was going on with that stuff, just not a moment too soon. Ow, ow, oh, get off of me. Okay, so we can kind of push it away with a Tai Chi kick. Or we can do that. Well, that's inconvenient. At least the checkpointing seems to be, pretty pretty decent. Gonna be a little bit more careful. Oh, let me just let that darkness reset here. Oh no! Ah! That's really frustrating because that's all me. Nothing even happened there. I'm just gonna recenter here for a second. This is not a very difficult platforming session or section, but you can see that I am maybe not the most on top of things right now. Been having a rough go of it, y'all. Not that I'm trying to make excuses. It's a tough world out there right now. For some of us more than others. Alright, the environment seems to be disincorporating here, de-resing a little bit on me. Hey there, new friend. Don't be shy, I've got everything here. Have some tea and eat some fruit. If you're tired, lie down and sleep. You won't catch a cold here. It's a tranquil space with no pain and no suffering. What more could you ask for in life? Oh, that. Yeah, okay, there's nothing. I'm not doing anything. It's just immediately kicking the animation back out. And talking to her again doesn't seem to do anything. What about a charge strike? No. What about a charge strike? Ugh. Oh, wait a second. Jump on the orb and... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I didn't realize it was just going to be the one bounce. That's on me. I suppose I could have, you know, given the way every other projectile and stuff has worked so far. Oh, I see what I need to do. Okay. There we go. Just enough height. Honestly, that one was almost certainly crossable without the help. Ah. Frustrating. Damn it. The problem is that I'm impatient. I don't want to wait for things to line up correctly. I want to go now. I want to be rewarded for essentially speedrunning everything. Okay, not even difficult. Oh, come on. I managed to just jump around the orb. Because I'm so nervous the platform's going to evaporate before I get a good one. Okay. There's no reason to be nervous. That was so... I'll tell you what, the problem wasn't that I was too early that time. Yeesh. Maybe today is not a good day for one of these. Just got myself hit. Oh, you're kidding me. I could have dashed, but like, I don't know. I was too surprised that I was not going to be allowed onto the platform. I fully completed my Tai Chi kick before the orb came out. Okay. That was all just warm. I can't believe this. That was all just warm up. This is the one, obviously. And one thing I would do to make it the one is not engage with that ball at all, because there is no reason to do so. There we go. Jesus. Okay. Well, see, that right there is very interesting to know. Okay. Didn't think so, but I wanted to be sure. Alright, I just want this segment to be over. And then here we are again. Okay, we're looping around. I wonder how many more times I'm going to have to do this. Cut it out. I don't have time for this.
Oh?
What is time, anyway? Everyone's perception of time is subjective. Does your time pass the same way that mine does? Well, this is definitely different stones. Okay, I was hoping I was going to be able to grab onto that. The edge of that platform. Yeah, not being able to see the approaches at all really sucks. Like for that platform, there's no way for you to be like skillful about that one. You just have to know that that's there already. No. The exact wrong moment to be in the air already. No, I'm just traversing a little mushy today. And I'm not really entirely sure why. Okay. My intent was to jump up and like grab the top quarter of the ledge, obviously not directly into the spikes. And I just sure didn't do that. But hey, look at that right there. I did in fact do the thing I was trying to do before. Turns out you can grab onto the edges of the spike platforms. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to use the orb. But it would be nice if the penalty for trying something like really obvious wasn't so much of a reset, you know? Okay, a little slow to press the button there. Oh, I was so busy focusing on the enemy, I didn't even realize that I had spawned spikes beneath me. Okay, well that was pretty straightforward. That concludes the briefing. We'll need everyone's participation to make this experiment a success. I mean, obviously relative to the other sequences in which we have gotten these kinds of memories. No problem. I believe in your designs. See you in 30 days. Alright, is this the time where it's gonna get real? This mess is all your fault. Why are you the only one left unscathed? Why not join us in the water? It's nice and warm. You look worn out. Why not lie down and drift off into a dream? I just had a nightmare. I've figured it out. You're dreaming right now. In the dream, something bad happened. I thought everything was going well, but it wasn't. No, I saw the warning signs, but I chose to turn a blind eye. At first, it was just a tiny wound. It didn't seem serious, but unbeknownst to me, the disease was spreading under my skin. Inflammation, gangrene, and scabs. We picked off the scabs so no one would know, but it continued to fester. We just kept scratching. Scratching and scratching and scratching. Okay, don't talk now. Just stay calm. This is your soulscape, a virtual dream system. You designed it, don't you remember? Oh, right. Soulscape. Those sleeping in hibernation pods couldn't maintain brain activity. You were the one who invited me to solve this problem. It was an honor to work in the renowned Tiandao Council. My colleagues were ecstatic. Isn't that right, everyone? They're not here. Those are illusions generated by your brain.
Huh?
No, they're not. Are you out of your mind? Wake up. This isn't reality. Well, how do you know? What do you think reality is? What is a dream, anyway? Does a distinction really exist? Or do we just defer to whatever we desire? This here is reality. The reality you speak of is just a dream. Then how about you let me go out first?
Huh?
Out? Why? Where to? Where else can we go? Pull yourself together and look around with your own two eyes. Enough with this dream talk. That's it. You're making me uncomfortable. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Who are you? We're soaking in... Okay. She seems to have been completely reset. If I go into this hot spring now, does anything... Nope, they don't, like, seize me or anything like that. So am I going to have to do another set of jumps? Looks like it. Ow, why did I do that? I knew when I jumped on that, the things were going to turn to spikes. I knew that. So I definitely don't want to go backwards. I'm not a huge fan of this super invisibility mechanic. This thing for the platforms just like don't even have hit spaces for where they are. You just kind of gotta jump along them and hope a lot of the time. A little brain fuzz there. I thought that, you know, that particular kind of tree, I thought, that signals a safe place to land. But no, it turns out it totally doesn't. That's something I made up for some reason. Ow. Okay, well, clumsy, but I got there. And there, of course, is here once more. Our data's not looking so good, y'all. This mess is all your fault. Yeah, so I hear. What a beautiful place. Just take in the brilliant sunshine and shimmering water. Every pebble seems smooth and comfortable. The air is nice and clean, with a faint fruity smell in the breeze. Or maybe it's tea. Alright, we're going a little overboard on the idyllicness, don't you think? I mean, is the deal here really that I'm just going to keep doing platforming segments where I'm not really, like, even learning new skills or anything? Or... oh, have we reached the end of this, maybe? Or maybe just a mid-boss? Okay, right. I was gonna say, if that touches you, it damages you instantly, but no, it's not even the zone touching you. It's that the zone made spikes of the plants I was standing on. Ow. I tried to get the super stun off fast enough there, or the super block, but nothing doing. How did I miss that one? I gotta remember to, oh, interesting. Keep applying my, water talisman strike as often as possible, now that it's a little cheaper, although I do still have to hit the enemies with it. I really got to get the power block off on that attack one of these times. Ow, well, it had almost no effect. Leave me me alone. I just need a second to myself. Come on. I tried to throw the talisman on him there, like just go over his attack and tag him with the paper, but attempting that killed me, so. Where am I? This shit sucks, where the thing is just following you relentlessly, making it so that you can't ever smoke. That's a really, really annoying design for a move. Yeah, I gotta go way earlier. If I'm gonna try for the block on that, I have to commit to the idea much earlier. Nope, not the right thing. Yeah, actually making sure to hit him with my talisman tags is going to be such an important part of the fight. Damn it. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, there we go. It is silly that that took that many attempts. That was like that was not a very difficult boss, or sub-boss, mid-boss thing. That concludes the observation period. The subject is safely awake, and the soulscape is a success. How do you feel, Xiaohei? Are you okay? Something tells me Xiaohei was not entirely okay. It's just call it a premonition. Lady Ethereal? Where did everyone go? Why did they disappear? Listen, I don't know what happened in your lab, but you're clearly ill. It's making your soulscape extremely unstable. Really? Really? Yes. I killed them with my own hands. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it would turn out this way. I didn't do enough. I didn't take good enough care of everyone. Okay, just tell me what happened. I thought the Soulscape team was doing well. Yi? Is that you? Oh, great. You're here to punish me. Please, punish me. Put the blame on me. Say it's my fault. What? Hit me. Please hit me. Don't pretend you didn't see. Please, 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 please. I mean, I'm almost certain it's what's going to be necessary to advance the story. But obviously I don't actually want to do it. Okay, it seems to not really be getting us very far. It was arbitrarily, it was that many. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. Oh, someone like me doesn't deserve mercy. I don't want to do this. This isn't going to solve anything. And it's making me feel really weird. They're all dead. Even Xiaohei is dead. And it's all my fault. Hit me. Hit me. Wow. This is some real, like, haunted Godzilla cartridge shit over here. Where's Solomon when you need him? Okay, we just ride along with the nymph, I guess. My nymph would never steer me wrong. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, well, we can certainly, like, run out and safely touch candles, right? Alright, starting to accelerate just a little bit here. I think I see, yeah. I think this is an interesting idea. Like, make it clear where we have to go, and then turn the nymph from an escort into a thing you have to successfully flee from. There is something like really interesting going on there with the mechanics of like that feeling she has, where she's sort of like well, that's inconvenient. Sort of inconvenient, intermittently aware of her guilt, right? Like, this is actually a pretty slick, if not union of mechanics and theme, then at the very least, mechanics and theme gesturing at the same thing. Alright, so where was the next spot to go to? Okay, here. And then we're back, and it turns out there was a way to go this way the whole time. Okay, so once again, I am perhaps supposed to separate from my friend here. Ow. Just trying to just skip along the ground. Turns out those spikes hit you from much further up than you might expect. I could use a little bit more speed here, friend. I will say, I do feel like fighting that mid-boss helped sort of wake me up a little bit. Huh. My dash mirrored off of the wall. It's odd. Sometimes it is important to just stand still. Or valuable, at the very least. Oh, I'm not sure where that block came from, that like second of parrying, but it completely removed all my forward momentum. Stupid twitchy hands. Come on, you. I see. He stepped out of the area, allowing my platform to exist moments before I was to jump. I feel like you gotta get what's going on there pretty fucking quickly to have a successful run. The fake out. Alright, let him guide us down through the platforms as he removes their collision. That's really shitty though. I don't know why Yi grabbed onto the side of that platform instead of just continuing to jump upward. That's not usually how it works. It's like I touch the side, but usually if I'm on my way up, I just slide up the sides of things. It's only when I have reached my apex, as I had on that little jump just a second ago, or am falling, where it's supposed to. It's supposed to even check for wall grab, I would have thought. I absolutely have a tall enough jump to get up there, but I do probably need to make sure I'm holding the jump button down the entire time, which is maybe the problem. Maybe I'm just like letting it go a split second early. There's a little tiny room for slop there, and I desperately needed it, so I'm glad it exists. Yeah, I just can't make him get up on that platform. Like, even there, when I was hanging off the thing, I was pressing up and right, and he just wouldn't swing up. Maybe there's something going on with that I'm not realizing? No, come on. And of course you just don't grab the last one. Yeah, I think it's placed very carefully to look like you can jump up on it, but to be just the tiniest bit too high. So you are going to have to stick to the ledge no matter what, and that means you need to get to it earlier. These ones you can make more normally. But yeah, see, that one is also a climb only. Okay. So things have progressed in directions like this before. Wake up. I beg you. Xiaohei was only driven a little bit mad by whatever it was that they did. No issues. The tests were a success. The Eternal Cauldron project won't have any problems. Do you think it's worse to get added to the council here over a machine that is objectively evil and only usable for evil, or something like this? When I say worse, I mean a worse situation for the person being added to the council. She seems fairly confident we're not real. You would think he would definitely have the wherewithal to dodge that clap. Redirecting. Reestablishing connection. Lord Yi, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Oh, thank heavens. I was so frightened to the point of shutting down even. I lost your signal for a while. What happened? Lady Ethereal's brainwaves somehow affected the entire brain room. I don't know how she did it. She unintentionally pulled my mind into her soulscape. Her soulscape? Connecting with the consciousness of a person in hibernation is extremely risky. It's a great fortune you managed to stay lucid. However, now that you're unharmed, I have to tell you another piece of bad news. I have confirmed that the Sol in the Cortex Center no longer has a body. Her mind has been preserved in the Vital Sanctum, and it has formed an extremely stubborn encryption. She's still clinging onto her soul seal? Exactly. No matter what you've already seen inside, I'm afraid you'll have to go back in. That's fine. I still have some things I'd like to say to her. Whenever you're ready, you can initiate the cross-consciousness connection with Lady Ethereal's soulscape. Please be careful. Whatever emotions you feel are not your own, but hers. Don't lose yourself in there. Alright, I think I'm ready. We've managed everything so far, although, sometimes with a degree of difficulty. Why are you here again? Well, I suppose you did come for revenge, right? Look, let's sit down and talk. I don't want to fight you. What is there to talk about? When they went after you, I didn't say a thing. I just watched you die. But that's also how you treated me. You did nothing to stop this flawed project from going live. Flawed? I always thought your soulscape worked perfectly. It was perfect. In fact, it was too perfect. In that eternal dream, the sun never sets. Life never ends. People can live the lives they've always dreamed of. After a while, you lose track of where the dream starts and where reality ends. So once the simulation ends, some people just don't want to wake up. I tried my best to adjust the parameters, but I wasn't able to fully fix it. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I understand now, and I don't blame you. Blame me? You forced everyone onto this path. The Eternal Cauldron Project, the Vital Sanctums, they're all just a bunch of fancy caskets. We are all to blame. Oh, the imagery in this area has really been something. Murderer. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Look, give me some time and we can figure out a way to fix this together. No, it's too late. There are only two options left for you. Kill me or stay here with me and atone for our sins. Okay. Already feels like a Hollow Knight boss. I should have gotten one more talisman in there. Alright, well this has got to be just phase 1 of a multi-phase fight. Okay, concerning. Alright, I think I kind of get the idea here. This is not necessarily an easy... Ow. Okay, and if you talisman attach one of them, it does sort of like pause the fight. It's actually quite important to land these. But they also try very hard not to let you... a dash there would almost certainly have given me room for a pipe. Okay. It's alright. I think I got it. I don't necessarily love the thing that's going on in the background as we defeat the boss, but, you know, I didn't get to choose the graphics. Ow, that's really messy. I'm doing such a bad job here. Okay, let's push you over. We have full key charges now. Can't just parry them. You do have to Tai Chi kick them. Alright, so how do I... Okay, see, you gotta hit her once so that she stays put long enough for the talisman thing to work. If you can't land a strike, she'll just teleport out when you hit talisman. So strike her to clear her face, then attach the talisman, then land a combo while she's watered. I'm seeing some weird warnings in my OBS log, so hopefully this isn't like unwatchable. Can't really check the recording right this second, obviously. Ow. I shouldn't have tried. That was very silly. Push her. Sloppy phase 1 for sure. And then you probably don't really need so much animation here. Okay, it's still not entirely clear to me when I will and will not be able to strike. Got to keep trying stuff, I guess. Damn it. Okay, we're not going to be able to stick a second talisman off of that generally. And even the Tai Chi kick doesn't get me, huh? When she's low like that, I definitely got to take my strikes on the ground. Put myself in. I'm getting less damage by using an air combo. It's hard to remember though, especially if I'm already in the air. That was probably not a necessary pipe, but damn it. Okay, I mean it's going all right so far. One more. And then we still might have another phase, honestly. Yeah, given how soft phase 1 is, I'm not surprised to see that there's a third phase. There was like two real phases to the boss fight. Okay, new stuff. I wonder, is the idea there that I do the well, no, I wouldn't be able to do the big parry because the other two would kill me, or at least knock me out of it. So yeah, you gotta just sideways dash out, I guess. Alright, may as well carry as many charges over into the second phase as possible. Don't quite get the second final hit. I was really surprised I was allowed to hit that in one incarnation. No good. Ow. Yeah, I hit the pipe button. Boy, the inconsistency of the mechanic here really is a little bit of a bummer. Sometimes a parry allows you to hit, sometimes a dodge allows you to hit, sometimes nothing allows you to hit. And you just have to kind of fish for confirms. She was going to attack again. I should not have swung there. Cool. Going super well so far. Yep. I deserved that. Got off sync very slightly, and that's how they have decided the game should work. If you get off cycle very slightly, you just die during a pretty much any boss fight. I just say I do not really like this design for the fight where there's this fake phase at the beginning. It's just like very, very easy, and then you have to do it every time you get back into the fight while you wait for the real fight to begin, so you can work yourself a little bit against the real mechanics. I feel like this game is rich with what not to do examples if you are deciding to make your own sort of Hollow Knight Silk Song sort of inspired thing. Damn. By the way, I'm not trying to jump over the Tai Chi kickable attack. I'm jumping too high by default. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I don't know. I hesitated there on whether or not to smoke, and it cost me a strike or two, actually. Come on now. That was a pretty fucking wide hitbox. Okay, one pipe charge left. Not very good. Taking way too much damage. Okay, no, air dashing doesn't... How... Like, it sucks a huge amount that you have to go through so much. Like, you need to test stuff against that move, right? You need to figure out what's going to actually work. Because, you know, like everything in this game, stuff that has been signaled to work has a chance of working. But, like, you know, you should absolutely be able to side dash that, right? We saw there that it tracks you through the side dodge, no problem. So I need to test stuff, and in order to test stuff, I need to get through all this over and over and over again. Like, checkpointing bosses between phases doesn't make the boss easier. You still have to be able to clear all the phases. It just makes them less tedious. I was already paying attention to the next one. Okay, not too bad. Found the real one through the pattern there. I probably didn't need to smoke on that. I could have just let a lot of that recover. Ugh, I'm doing a terrible job with the timing on that second parry. I hit it, but it didn't matter. Trying to let my health regen naturally at least a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I still get hit. Maybe I have to... So, she's appearing without her mask on at the beginning of the attacks a lot of the time now, and I'm not sure how I'm going to reach her in a lot of those states. Okay, we just gotta find the real one that way from now on. Okay, as dodged as any attack has ever been. That smash straight down attack, I don't know, it hits a much wider area than it looks like it should. Or maybe it just doesn't respect your iframes or something. There's something about it that's causing me to get hit when I should not be getting hit. Alright. I understand the basic attacks. No good. So it seems like you can never get a hit off the Tai Chi kick on phase 2, which is a shame. Really bad damage, really bad damage. Oh no, okay. Every once in a while. Just seems rarer than the others, maybe. Or maybe it's just been weird luck. I had her there and I didn't apply the talisman. I can do this. I can go into this third phase with quite a lot of health if I just stop screwing up. Oh, I banished her. Okay, there it is. This is not quite a lot. It's one extra charge. But you know, one extra charge matters. Yeah. There's got to be... I must be able to parry up off of them high enough to hit her. Must be the idea. God damn it. Yeah, and they just keep... Like, it doesn't... It's really frustrating. It's a really frustrating way to lose an attempt. Just like, they do 6 attacks super fast, and you don't parry... you parry, but you don't parry with the best timing on 2 of them, and then it's like, oops, there goes your attempt. That's bad. Bad damage. Some of the patterns, I'm starting to like feel which one is her. Like, I'm sure I'm actually doing some like proper pattern recognition. It's a little bit unconscious. And that one I had her and I just like didn't feel like I could get back to her. I hate my health getting to like this point where it's like technically I probably should drink, but it's like I'm so afraid of wasting resources on this fight. There we go. Hey, I actually timed that right. Okay, so I gotta try to get up to her off of the attackers. I think it is what it is. I have to interrupt her. Nope, no such luck. I think that probably is it. I'm just not doing it right. Ah, terrible. Oh, that sucks. I lost my attempt there because the thing appeared and hit me in the back before I could recover from parrying her attack. Ah, really bad. Really needed to actually hit the parry. Always have to bounce off of the Tai Chi kick toward the next apparition. Sometimes apparently they're going to spawn it really, really late, but it's still going to come from the same place, and if you haven't started moving in that direction, apparently you're going to be too low to hit the second kick. I wonder, has any game ever done like performance-based checkpointing? Like in this, maybe if you get to the end of phase 1 at full health, or if you get to the end of phase 1 having successfully parried every attack you see, then it drops a checkpoint there, so you don't have to keep redoing it. Because that might be a good way to, like, still get the tutorial value of the phase, even if it seems like the player maybe didn't, you know, make sure that the player gets the value out of the phase, but then also allow them to cut through some of this bullshit afterward. Pretty close. Okay, I don't. Yeah, it's definitely that it is not respecting the iframes in the dash is what's causing the strike downward attack to feel weird. There's not, I suppose, so much point in farming up key charges in phase 1 actually, because of the fact that to successfully get through most of the attack patterns here, you're going to have to generate at least a couple. Wow, terrible. No, I had already turned around to fight the next thing. Damn it. I probably should have smoked. Okay. I didn't put in the most optimal command there, but also I got killed by an attack that missed me, like, objectively on that one. That attack did not hit me and also was over. Okay, not too bad. Still an absolute waste of time phase, though. You know, there's something to be said for just, like, doing that leaping parry in the air, or leaping strike in the air, and just banishing the downward striker if it is a downward strike. Apologies for the serious time here. You know. There it is. All right. It's nice to come into this phase with a lot of health reserves, but as we all know, having a lot of reserve health doesn't necessarily mean anything if you just get comboed down awkwardly. Okay, don't be on the ground. You just have to not be on the ground for the dash. I feel like I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why I'm even attacking that when I can see that it's not the boss. What? I was on the... Man, how many minutes does it take on each attempt to get back to the only part of the fight that matters? I think this is going to be our last attempt on camera, because again, like, these games, they do not respect my time, and I'm trying to at least respect yours a little bit more than that. I'm going to go ahead and suffer through. But yeah, I can definitely just make this happen off camera if it's going to have to be like that. Thought it would be a good climactic moment for the episode, right? Pretty sketchy play so far. Not so good, not so solid. That actually was her. I was already disengaged. I'll tell you what, I am not successfully feeling which one is which on this attempt, that's for sure. Honestly, I probably need to hit my pipe again. Okay. Messy, but we got there. By the way, the answer was 3. How many minutes are we wasting per attempt before getting back to the only part of the fight that matters? Approximately 3, it looks like. I could absolutely have talismaned her there. That was a mistake. Yeah, not so great. Yep, just don't. Depending on like where you are, where you get hit, and how high you bounce, sometimes you just can't get up fast enough to not get hit by the second one of those. And if they do, like, again, it doesn't matter what your reserve health is. If you just get a bad bounce, it feels like you can suddenly die from what feels like a very safe amount of health. Because ordinarily you don't take anywhere near that much damage on a single hit. It's just like a lot of really frustrating little things, combining with the fact that it takes 3 minutes to get the boss fight to start every single time you want to do it. I liked last episode's boss fight a lot, and this one I like less, and it really does feel like a Hollow Knight fight, and I didn't like this fight in Hollow Knight either. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we'll be at the end of that fight. I'll save y'all the time. And then hopefully we'll be moving on toward the end, because at this point I'm worried that we've seen all the tricks. We've seen all the good stuff that they have to offer us. And yeah. Anyway, come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.